Yo, it's your boy 3CP, and we are back with another NFL recap, week number 3, I believe. Uh, so let's just get into it. It's been a crazy week. Oh yeah, we got some crazy things going on, but we got it. We're gonna start it off. We're gonna start off with the Carolina and Houston. Start off with Carolina, Houston. Uh, Sam Darnold is back to looking like I mean, not back, but he's looking good. I mean, and that's just a product of, I guess it is like the Jets. This Jets were just terrible, and now you see Zach Wilson's out there, and they're still losing. So I mean, maybe the Jets are just a bad team, but I'm still not sold to think Sam Darnold is a great quarterback. But he's good enough. He's good enough for this Panthers defense. Um, he's good enough for everything like that. But I'm not too sold yet on him about to say he's gonna be anything like a what Cam Newton was in Carolina or whatever. But he's working with his offense. Yeah, they lost McCaffrey, I think, for injury. So they got Dallas next week. So I think that's gonna. I still gave Dallas the win on that game. So we'll see what Sam Darnold really made of. We got some revenge on him anyway. Houston, they really didn't. They couldn't do. They looked good last week, but this week they couldn't do much with him. Who the hell? I don't know who the hell Davis Mills is, but he got the start and he did look like he had an alright game, but just couldn't get it done with the Panthers. But so they just keep going. Indianapolis and Tennessee. Tennessee, we had trouble with them early the first game. You thought, oh damn, maybe the Tennessee ain't that good, but then Derrick Henry came off and had his great game the next week, and now they're back to. I mean, Henry's back to what he's doing, just destroying people. King Henry, like you can't stop him. He is King Henry. He's one of the best running backs in the league. Ryan Tannehill's looking great again. Like he's doing what he needs to do. He ain't got to do much, but he just when you got AJ Brown or Julio Jones, guys like this, you know, you can just do what you got to do. And Carson Wentz is still just not great. He threw 37 times. Like I didn't think they were gonna start off like this, but look, Derrick Henry he was just manhandling these dudes. Like you can't. There's nothing you can do, man. It's Derrick Henry, and but Ryan Tannehill did throw 2 interceptions, but I think one of them was not his fault. But he does what he needs to do. You don't gotta have him. You don't need Ryan Tannehill to really just throw the ball 30, 40 times and just dot it. Just give it to Henry, King Henry, this old Henry, and that's what it is. The Colts are just. I don't think they're looking that great. Then we go to the Atlanta Falcons and the New York Jets. The New York Giants. Could the Giants be worse than the Jets? Because you let the Falcons beat you, and the Falcons are terrible. They finally got a win, but this win isn't that much. Like, there's nothing really much to say about the win because if the Falcons beat the Giants, there's nothing much you can say about, oh, maybe they're back. No, the Giants are just a terrible team. But the Falcons are still bad, and it took them a 17-14 win. Like you shouldn't even have a close game with a bad team like the Giants. But when you're a worse team, that's what happens. You know, these guys have these close games, and Matt Ryan is still not like Matty dry eye. He's not. I think he needs to go. I think they need to just go the different direction with a new quarterback and see what they can do. Like, they're not going to win that one. But since the Super Bowl, once y'all went to that Super Bowl and y'all blew that 28-3 lead, you should be done with Matt Ryan and anything that had to do with that Super Bowl. You should be done with it and never look back again. So I think it's time for Matt Ryan to go, and they need to just start over. Los Angeles Chargers and the Chiefs. Yeah, this one kind of disappointed me. I mean, Pat Mahomes, he started off once again. I seen the score was like 14-3 or something early. I was like, oh, you know what to do. They're gonna come back. They gonna do what they gotta do. They're gonna come back, and they did that. And it came down to Pat Mahomes threw a no-look pass, and the dude dropped it out of his hand, and it tipped and picked. So you can't really blame Pat for that throw. I know they said, well, he threw it off his hand, man. He threw it. He no-look like he not many quarterbacks. Aaron Rodgers and Matt Stafford, probably the two older quarterback, think can make throws like this. And the receiver should have caught it. Looking at, he should have just caught the ball. But still, Pat Mahomes did. He know he's a risky guy, gunslinger throw. Like there it is, right there, bam. He threw it. I think he should have caught that ball, and it cost him. Yes, it cost him, but it's still a mistake. He should have just, the receiver should have caught it, but and then again, he should have threw the ball. So it's like it's a situation where both of them are kind of in fault. But the Chargers, they played well. Justin Herbert came back, and after that loss to the Cowboys, they like, no, we ain't going down like this. And the Chargers got the win that they needed to get, and the Chiefs down 2-0, 1-2 now. Like last in the division, you think you're like, wow, it's the Chiefs really, but really in reality, come on, they're gonna bounce back. They just signed Josh Gordon. I don't know how good that's gonna be with them. I don't think he's gonna offer much help, but I believe they give a little bit better in the receiving core because Tyreek Hill and Kelsey are the receivers, but other those guys like McKeel, Hardman, Robinson, all those guys, they're not great receivers. They're just guys, really. Like I don't know. Everybody thought, the Chiefs got the best receiving core. No, they got two great receivers, pretty much. Tyreek Hill and Travis Kelsey. So really, in reality, Josh Gordon, if he's anywhere like his prime stuff, he could be. They could have a good offense. We could finally see Chiefs with a real good offense, some great receivers. Then just look out for him. Chicago, Cleveland, Justin Fields. Everybody was jumping on the Justin Fields. This nigga, he had a terrible game. And against Cleveland, I mean, what do you expect? This was what they did not want Justin Fields to come out here against a team like this. I mean, you expected him to struggle because Cleveland was just a better defense, and there's just nothing else you can say about that. Baker Mayfield did what he did. Odell Beckham was back, and what else you can say? I mean, he's a rookie, so now y'all like, wow, maybe they won't. Maybe it wasn't a good decision to start with this quarterback. I mean, you see what he did, but you got to know it's against the defense, a Cleveland defense with Myles Garrett, who's just had his way, really had his way against just that quarterback and that defense. Like he just had his way, and there was nothing else you could really say about it. So I'm just gonna chalk it up as like, yeah, this is one of those games we didn't expect Justin Fields to even start this game, and though I've been hurt, so let's just see what happens next week. The injury, Andy Dalton, we don't know what's happening. We'll see what happens, and yeah, let's just move it on. Now we're gonna move on to the Detroit Lions and the Ravens. Now this game right here was really crazy. 66-yard field goal, and it bounced on the crossbar, and it went in. I don't know how I did it. I don't see how it happened. Well, I see how it happened, but I just don't know. Like, how do you get there with 66? How do you even attempt to make that field goal? Like, how? I don't know what the coaching staff, what's that? Justin Tucker this dude gonna have a 99 overall kicking, he gonna have a 99 overall card before the game. He gotta have 99 kick power to Madden now. This is no Justin Tucker. Came from Texas, Longhorn, so shout out to Texas. I'm a Texas Longhorn fan too. Lamar Jackson, I know there's a call about the end of the pass, or the delay of game that said nobody called, but 5 yards, I think it was still 5 yards. Okay, he hit the crossbar. If he goes back 5 yards, he doesn't make that. Maybe not, because he probably would have just put more power into it, and it probably still would have hit the crossbar, maybe. So, and they say that I don't think the clock there, but I'm pretty sure the clock that the referees had, their clock, they had it. It was not as a TV clock. So we're watching a TV clock. I'm pretty sure their clock is accurate. So they're probably watching. They know when it's delay of game or not. I don't believe they called. I don't think that's the cause of the game. But anyway, Justin Tucker did it, and we're gonna move on. And we're going to New Orleans and the Saints. New Orleans and the Saints. What a bounce back for Jameis Winston. We thought he was done, but we see that they used Taysom Hill and everything, and they went back to what they do. Just Alvin Kamara had a good game. He killed me in fantasy. Once again, I'm 0-3 in my league now because I'm going against everybody who has great games, and just really just tear me up. Like, how the hell can I? When will I get a break? When will I get a break? But Mac Jones threw a pick, and it was I think they're gonna, like I said, he's decent for a little bit, but I don't like. They got Brady coming in next week, so it's gonna be a pretty good game to see what Mac Jones can really do, because they're gonna see how they can play against this Tampa Bay defense, who's gonna be pretty mad about losing to the Rams, which we'll get into that in a minute. But yeah, Mac Jones, and just it wasn't his day today. So we move on to Arizona and Jacksonville. Trevor Lawrence has lost 3 games now. His first ever, he's lost 3 games straight. The Jags are just not good. Kyler Murray is just balling out there. What can you say? The dude is just having his way. But I got a theory about Trevor Lawrence. I don't, you know what? From the reports what he said, that reports came out like he really doesn't care about like, what did he say? It was to the points of like he didn't care about winning or losing a thing, or football was not really his top priority or something like that. And I'm pretty sure I know he everybody wants to be the NFL quarterback, but for some reason I feel like this guy's not going to last long in the NFL. He's going to be one of those busts. Like, he's going to be let's just go to the lines of what not even a bust, but he's not going to have that much time. Like, he's going to be a short-lived career like what's the guy's name from the Colts? He's off my top. But hey, why the fuck? Why can't I say this guy's name? Y'all know in the comment section who I'm talking about. Before I go, RG3, Andrew Luck. Okay, Andrew Luck. But I believe I think he's gonna retire. I think he's gonna go the route of Eric Crouch. If y'all remember Eric Crouch, I don't know y'all. Eric, not Crouch from Nebraska. Not Couch. Not the sucky quarterback from Cleveland years. Eric Crouch, the Heisman Trophy running quarterback. He came into the NFL. Went to the NFL as a receiver, but he was like that dude as a quarterback from Nebraska. He could run, throw. He was more of a Tim Tebow-esque throwing motion. But anyway, look him up. Eric Crouch was that dude. Y'all don't know who I'm talking about. Remember Eric Crouch? So he came to the NFL, got drafted to the Rams, and he ended up retiring before the season even started. He just didn't want to play receiver or something like that, and he's retired. And I think Trevor Lawrence is going to retire. I think he's going to retire in like a year or two. I believe he's not going to have. I don't think football is his main priority. I believe he's going to do it. He's going to like, damn. He doesn't like to lose. He's won so much, and now he's on this terrible team. I think he's going to just have his career short. He's going to just like, hey, I did what I made to the NFL. I made it to the NFL, so you know what? I'm good. I'm done. And I think that's what's going to happen with him. But hopefully not. Maybe I'd like to see him, see what he can do, especially with a better team than the Jaguars. But for right now, I don't give him any. I think that's what I believe. Washington, Buffalo. What can you say about this? Buffalo just destroyed them. Buffalo is that team. Josh Allen is that truth. He's the dude. Only bad other thing I say about the Washington is I left Gibson on the bench on my fantasy team. He had a good game. I think McLaurin had an alright game, but not enough to get me any points that I needed. I had McLaurin and Gibson on my fantasy team, and the Washington football team just couldn't get nothing done. I mean, hey, it's the Buffalo Bills. What do you expect? They're going to lose, and that's just what it is. Josh Allen just had his way, and hey, it happens. It happens, and we're going to just move it on because there's nothing else to say. So, yeah, Washington football team, you suck right now. You suck. And I think the next game, and I believe it's the Steelers. Yes, Pittsburgh. And, no, not Pittsburgh, but we're going to Denver. Denver and the New York Jets. Like I said, the Jets suck. The Jets just absolutely suck. They're just a mess of a team. There's nothing else you can say about the Jets besides they're just bad. There's nothing else you can do. There's nothing you can say. They can't get a win. They got all these different quarterbacks, and they still can't win. It's just what the hell? What else? What do they need to do? Is it what Cleveland? Can they do the route of Cleveland? Cleveland Browns had the same problem. Quarterback suck, team suck, and they finally got it. What happened? They got Baker Mayfield, and they ended up getting better. But I don't know if the Jets just need a whole over the coaching staff. They just need a lot of different stuff. But that's just it. They just suck. Going on to Miami and the Las Vegas Raiders. I know everybody's thinking about this guy, Derek Carr. Yeah, he's having a great year right now. 300 passing yards in the last 5-6 games. He's just balling out, man. But I said this in the stream. Don't jump on the bandwagon too soon. Watch these guys. They're gonna come down to life and they're gonna go 9-8. I'm just telling you right now. But it's the Jets. You can't beat much on the Jets suck, and that's just what it is. Moving on, Seattle and Minnesota. Russell Wilson still doing what he does. Hopefully they end up getting something. Hopefully they ended up, well, they do this. They start off hot like they always do, and then they end up just dropping off the face of the earth, or just and losing. Just going, and they just ended up just going on a slide of losing games. So too much to say. Like I said, Minnesota though, they had their way, and Justin Jefferson was doing everything. But I know Seattle lost this game. So, but I'm thinking, they get hot. Like Seattle usually gets hot early in the year, and then they end up going back to what they supposed to be, and they end up just kind of falling off like he did last year. But we'll see what happens with that. Minnesota, I still don't believe in Kirk Cousins. I still believe he's not going to be around next year. But that's what it is. We're going to do that. We're moving on. I forgot to go mention with the Pittsburgh and Baltimore. Pittsburgh and Cincinnati. I missed that game, so let's go ahead and talk about it. Ben Roethlisberger sucks. He is the worst quarterback in that division right now. The dude flipped and tripped and then threw the ball. I don't say how you trip over nothing and throw the ball. Hey, y'all Steelers fans, Kratos, I know you one of my sons Steelers fans. Y'all need a quarterback. It's time for Ben to go. Jamar Chase and Joe Burrow just having a way throwing dots like, hey, he's right back to like they're throwing in college. Like, you got one of your receivers you had in college, and he as a rookie, like, hey, that is like a perfect match made in heaven. And it's just like, wow. The Bengals looking like they might be doing something, but it's just nothing to say. Ben Roethlisberger sucks. So we move on. Tampa Bay, LA. I said this game. I said it. I was talking about it. I said the Rams are going to win, and Matt Stafford just looks perfect for this offense. Tom Brady threw for about 400 yards, but it was empty calories, as Shannon Sharp would say. Dak Prescott did the same thing last year, throwing for a lot of yards and going back down, but from down. I don't think the Buccaneers are going to go to the Super Bowl this year. I do not believe that, and I believe they just came out. They got one of those. They got hot late in the game. They went on one of those runs that the New York Giants went on that year when they won the Super Bowl. The last 2 times they won the Super Bowl, they went on those. They just went on a hot streak. That's all. I think that's the only accounts today. I don't think nothing else about it. So I don't believe they're gonna go anywhere. San Francisco, Green Bay, what a game this was. You give this nigga Aaron Rodgers 35 seconds, whatever, and you still lose the game. Jimmy G, I said this, I believe Trey Lance is going to end up getting a start around the middle of the season. Just watch. But Aaron Rodgers went right downfield with 30-something seconds and get the field goal. What can you say? Hey, the dudes, there's nothing else he can say about it. They did what they had to do, and we'll just see what happens next week. We got the Cowboys and the Eagles tonight, and y'all know I got the Cowboys, and that's what it is, man. What do y'all think about this week? Was I right? Was I on point? And yes, once again, the Steelers fans, your quarterback sucks, donkey balls, and that's what it is, man. We are out of here.